Sought out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're here to teach the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native American Indians that they are the true Jews of the Bible. And the second thing, and above all else, that the white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. He is our oppressor. All right, this class tonight, we're going to go over a few things. Some trending topics that's been going on in the news. Everybody knows the story of the Gorilla Glue hair girl, right? We're going to break that down tonight. This is a class that needs to happen for our people. You understand? If you are watching this live right now, what I would like for all of y'all to do, you call into the class, share this class, and tag a sister, man. Tag a black woman so that way we can have this discussion for once and for all. The reason why we decided to do this class tonight, we hear the cries of our people, not only just the men, but the women as well. You understand? And this notion that black women have not been protected, we're going to go into that tonight. We're going to tell you how we're protecting you. We're going to go into that as well. And black women do need to be protected. You understand? And sometimes they may just need to be protected from themselves. Okay? So we're going to get into that tonight, especially. So anybody just called in? I heard somebody just chime in, I think. It's like anybody just called in? Okay, no sweat. So the first thing we want to do is identify and teach the black woman. Yeah, Salaka, who's this?
It's hard when you checking in.
Hey, what's going on with you, warrior? I'm a precinct officer in the Kashawan. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right, solid. All right, so you know the criteria. Put your phone on mute if you got a question. Take it off mute, say Salakia, and we'll get to it. All right, brother?
All right.
All right, no sweat. All right. So what we're doing is we're going to teach the women today that black men absolutely love you and absolutely care about you. Because in I.S.U.P.K, there's a notion that we hate our sisters, man. And that is the furthest thing from the truth in here. We love our woman so much that we tell her when she is right and when she is wrong, okay? The black woman is many things, okay? We're going to talk about beauty for just 1 second. Because the topic is tonight is beauty is pain and pain is beauty. Black women, y'all are absolutely the best creatures on this planet, man. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you smell, the way them hips, all of that. Nobody is better than a black and Hispanic, especially them. Oh man, them goddamn them Ephraimites. Oh Lord, Issacharite women and the Native Indian woman. The style that you possess, the way you keep yourself clean. You come out the bathtub. Brothers know because we watch y'all. You come out that steam, all this garbage, all these toxins in the air. All this stuff is coming out of your body, and you make sure that you are clean. I seen one sister. I went to one sister's house. She had a goddamn bar of soap. I didn't even know what I thought it was like a rock, right? So it's a bar of soap, and it got like chips and like oatmeal and all. I don't know what the hell it is, but whatever y'all doing, keep doing it. Keep doing it, because the way y'all treat yourselves, man, and the way that you present yourselves to us is absolutely amazing in the regard of beauty. Nobody does it better than a black woman, Hispanic woman, and Native American woman. All right. Unfortunately, something has happened. All right. So let me pull a scripture for y'all to show you how important your beauty is to black men. We're going to go to Ecclesiasticus 36 and 22. All right. When y'all get it, hold it. Because this is what we see when we talk to our sisters, man. When y'all come into a room, you absolutely light up the night, man. You just do. And I'm going to get real comfortable. So I'm going to lean forward, goddammit. Because we need to have this talk tonight. When a sister walks into the room, and she is absolutely stunning. She got that wrap, that jewelry, and that sundress on. Brothers absolutely feel great when they see you. It is amazing. That smell coming off you, my God. Ecclesiasticus 36 and 22 hits on the head exactly what we're talking about. And this is Ecclesiasticus 36:2. The beauty of a woman, cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. You understand that? You know what countenance means? Countenance is your facial expression, the way you look, okay? The countenance is his appearance. So the scripture says the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance. So when you walk in, you go, brothers go, my God, Lord have mercy. That's why it's so hard for us not to look at women sometimes. This is not, a lot of y'all questions are going to get answered tonight as it pertains to why men do what we do. We're going to get all of that. So like I said, tag a black woman, man. She needs to hit. So anyway, when the black woman comes into a room and that Hispanic and Native Indian woman comes into a room, men change the countenance of their faces because now it's like, oh Lord, it's almost a dogfight happening spiritually because the black woman is so goddamn beautiful, man. You understand? Right. So that countenance is cheered up. We like to see that. Now, sometimes, don't get it confused, a lot of our sisters, come to bed with a bonnet on and what, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you gotta avoid certain things, right? But even then, even at that point, right, when you come to bed looking like that, that man is still interested in you, man, because he loves you. Underneath that bonnet, it looked like a whole bunch of goddamn spiders and ants, but that brother is still in love with you. You know, that's what the pleasure that comes with sleep is. When you come in that bed, you come in there with that long t-shirt on and that bonnet or hair wrap crust all the time. He's still willing to get down with you, man. That's right. He's still willing to get down with you because your beauty cheereth his countenance. All right. And a man loveth nothing better. There's nothing better than that. But times had changed. Okay. The beauty of a woman, or what has been perceived as beauty, has changed, unfortunately. Okay? And we're going to get into that tonight. A lot of our sisters have been following a trend for very, very, very long time. And this trend is one of the sole purposes why Tessica Brown, the Gorilla Glue hair girl, the one that matted her damn hair to her skull, did what she did. Okay, Tessica Brown suffers from the same thing that a majority of sisters suffer from. Okay, and that is being unsatisfied or displeased with the way that you actually look. Following this particular trend that I'm going to break down for you, you have engulfed yourself into society's misguided version of what they think beauty is. Beauty is not to mat down your hair. Beauty is not to abuse yourself in this type of way. The term pain is beauty or beauty is pain is a term that I found out. I was doing some research before we decided to do this class. This term is a spoken language between a mother and a daughter at the time where she's either getting that hot comb from back in the day, that flat iron, that perm for the first time, those ear piercings when you're a goddamn baby and you can't, you're sitting there crying your head off. The term pain is beauty has been passed down from mother to daughter for God knows how long, probably since the goddamn 60s maybe. And it's the process of destroying the mentality to teach the kid that in order to be beautiful, you got to go through this pain. Right. I talked to a few sisters that told me the experiences that they had with the hot comb. All right. And I want to make sure that some of y'all, if you have that type of experience, call in and talk about it. You're not going to be exposed or nothing like that. This is a class to bring to light a bigger issue. OK. And as black men, if you're going to say to us that we don't protect you, this class is going to show you that we are protecting you. OK, we're going to enlighten you on some things that you may not have known. And this is out of love. We're not doing this out of malice. If I have a daughter, if she's allowed to get away with everything or anything that she wants to without me correcting it for the better of her, then I fail as a father and I really don't love her. You understand? So we're going to get into that. So that pain is beauty. It's a process of a young girl sitting down in a chair at the tender age of maybe what, 6, maybe 7 at the best. I don't know. Sisters typically getting them things done at young ages. That mommy, she'll put that hot comb through that girl head at a young age, and they put the grease in. I guess sisters, please call in to adjust this story if indeed I'm making a wrong assumption about this. This is what I've been told from women. A young girl sits in a chair. They put BB grease or Johnson & Johnson or whatever the hell they used back in them times, and they take an iron, like these cast iron old school combs, and they heating it up on the stove. And a young girl has to sit in a chair and pray to God that iron and that straightening comb does not scorch her goddamn scalp off. You're sitting in the chair with paranoia and fear of a hot iron being pressed against your scalp, and hoping that it doesn't burn you to death. Right? That is terrifying for a child, man. That is absolutely terrifying. So what is the thought process that goes into a young girl's mind at that time? What is the psychological damage that's being done to her as she sits there in fear of being burned, and that thing is crackling, grease popping all over their goddamn neck, and it's sizzling? What type of, just think about that now. If I took a hot iron and just teased it in front of your face, right? You will be absolutely terrified of it because you know that fire burns. But that mom and that grandmom go, that pain is beauty. You're going to have to go through this pain in order to become beautiful. And that's unfair to the child. Okay? That is absolutely 100% unfair and misleading. Now, granted, getting a perm, getting your hair a hot comb, the flat iron, or whatever the hell the term is that they use, it is not unlawful. And some sisters do it. I'm not saying all of them, but some sisters do it. It is not unlawful. But what is unlawful is hating yourself. That's unlawful. The spiritual suicide that you're committing to your soul, that is unlawful. You are killing yourself, okay, slowly, in order to get this sense of beauty fast. That is unlawful. Okay? So when we talk about the gorilla hair glue girl, that sister is 40 years old, man. She's 40. At 10 years old, you at least know what Elmer glue does, right? And at 20, you know goddamn well what crazy glue will do to your fingers if you get it on there. At 40 years old, you thought it was wise to do that. Now, the sister in the video, while she was doing it, she absolutely regretted that. She looked like she did. And I'm not harping on her. I'm not saying that she's ignorant or she's a retard or whatever. But it is the fundamental teachings of a certain somebody that passed down to our women from generation to generation that we just don't look good enough. And in order to look good, your hair got to be straight. And in order to look good, your eyes got to be blue. And in order to look good, you got to put on fake eyelashes and a girdle and little shoes that don't fit. This all goes into the pain is beauty topic because everything that a sister does, not all of them, some of them, everything that she does, the pain that she goes through is just to reach beauty. A sister, some of them, would buy shoes that are not their size. And brothers, we have seen this all the time. You ever been to a club and you see a chick just tiptoeing the way through the room? She got the shoes in her goddamn hand, right? And she is literally tiptoeing through the club, broken glass all over the goddamn floor. You know what I mean? And she is tiptoeing. And men, logically, we go, what the hell is she doing? Why even wear the shoe? You know, her excuse is, oh, the shoe is too tight. So we go, well, why didn't you get like a comfortable shoe? You rather be in pain? And she'll say, yeah, at least I look good. That girdle, that new waist trainer thing that these sisters are wearing, right? Again, none of these things are unlawful, but it's unwise to beat yourself up like this. So the girdle, I seen at my slavery, a sister wear the girdle, looked like she constipated half of the time. Face all red, bloated up, looked like she got a tight turtleneck on or whatever. And you sit there and you go, well, what the hell? So you mean to tell me that your insides are going like this? They're being squeezed together? And you cool with that? You could walk around all day with that bloated gas inside you. 'Cause I know you got to use the bathroom. I can tell. You know what I mean? And she'll say, yeah, she's putting herself through pain yet again just to look good. That has to stop. All right. So we're going to go to where this started and how this happened. So we're going to go to First Maccabees 1-26 real fast, okay? Because beauty over time does change. In the 60s and the 70s, you saw the froze, right? I was watching the Judas and the Black Messiah thing recently, a couple nights ago, kind of just glancing at it because, you know, it's about the Black Panther, so who cares? And the sisters in there, my Lord, you know, you look at any blaxploitation film from the 70s, these are some of the baddest women on the planet, brother. Holy Christ, Pam Grier, oh my God, just fine. And then you roll over into the 80s, and then that fro didn't exist anymore. And you see women like Vanity and Apollonia 6 and all these other women with this new trend of beauty. And then in the 90s, you got more of the R&B, the SWVs. Everybody was wearing baggy jumpsuits and doing this and all this gunshot garbage. So the time beauty started to change. Women 90s, long fingernails. You know what I mean? Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, at least. All right. So over time, beauty's changed. 2000s, you know, it got kind of rough in the 2000s. All right. But now, what is beauty now? Because if it's not an afro and it ain't the Farrah Fawcett or the long fingernails and all that stuff, what is it now? Okay, beauty changes. So First Maccabees 1-26 says, so that the princes and the elders mourned. All right. The virgins and young men were made feeble. Feeble means weak. Okay. At a weakened condition and a weakened state. And the beauty of women was changed. Okay. So there has to be a breaking down point that happens. Damn near the froze run themselves out of existence. And it's time for something else. Okay. It's time for something else. So when that something else comes along, what is it exactly? And why do we follow it? Why are we following the trend? It's because of the situations, the pathology of beauty. It's always going to change. Okay. So I'll read it again. So that the princes and the elders mourned. All right. That's the key word to focusing on, mourned. The virgins and young men were made feeble. And the beauty of women was changed. So at that moment of this thing happening to these brothers and these princes and elders, beauty was then changed. Because we just said that the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance. And in this scripture here, those brothers like, man, I'm bummed out. And then it changed. And I'll prove it to you in history. Men and women typically follow a very unique trend when it comes to beauty. And it is listening to what the opposite sex says is actually good looking. Okay. In the 80s, in the 80s, women wanted sensitive brothers, Ralph Tresvant looking pretty boys, right? This was the thing. This is why when you go to the 80s and these videos in the 80s, all of those brothers are holding hands with women and they kissing and they flowers out, girl. You need a man. That's all this soft, moist music. Is because women had asked for it. And then immediately after that got tired and they were mourning because they're like, damn, this shit sucks. So like, this sucks. They want a roughneck now. They want the hood dude, right? In the 90s, right? So you get all these brothers, these same dudes, by the way, Bobby Brown included, put on a jumpsuit. They thugs now. Everybody's a goddamn thug, right? Because of what? Women said that they wanted thugs. And that constantly happens with women too. Like men, we say, hey, listen, I like this on a woman. I like that on a woman. And she'll conform herself to whatever it is that she think we may like. All right. And it happens in time. The only difference is now, brothers did not ask for fake eyelashes. We didn't ask for perms. We didn't ask for girdles. We didn't ask for tight shoes. We just asked you to be you. Be yourself. You know what I mean? Because we like you like that. Like I said again, it's not unlawful to do those things. And I'm not saying all sisters have done them. But when a brother looks at you and goes, baby, you look better without all that stuff on. How many ladies have heard that in the chat? Hey, baby, you don't need, why you need all that? You don't need all that. I seen one sister, she had makeup. Girl, two-tone, the face didn't even match her neck color. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, what's happening? You know what I mean? Brothers will tell you, like, yo, listen, man, I don't like that. I don't think that's cute. Why don't you do this? You don't need makeup, baby. That's him trying to get you to get to your natural self. All right? So that the princes and the elders mourn, the virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. So it's changing now, again, as we see now. If you go look on TikTok, my Lord. Now, we have a TikTok. I'm going to plug it, I.S.U.P.K, Atlanta. Go ahead and subscribe to us on TikTok. But, man, brothers, let me tell y'all something. You got to have a strong spirit to deal with some of the things I've seen on TikTok, man. My Lord. Listen, prostitution, brother, that's all I want to say. You know what I mean? Look, just a flock of failure everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? So you go, well, goddamn. But every time you scroll up, it's a sister twerking. You know, she's twerking and doing that bust it challenge, damn near busting her damn knees because she too goddamn old to to actually get low like that. Every sister I done seen do that challenge is literally holding their knee. And every one of these things I accidentally stumble upon, they're holding their knee because, first of all, you weigh too damn much, and you trying to bust your ass in the ER tonight. You know what I mean? So they're following a trend because they see that men look at this and go, damn, they like that, so let me do it. Let me do that. Let me go ahead and bust it and doing all this. I don't know what the hell they be doing, but they're following the trend of the times, and that's not what beauty is. At all. That is not beauty. It's vanity, sure. You're getting a lot of likes, you're getting a lot of attention. But allow me to do what most black men do, because we love our sisters, we love our women. Allow us to protect you like this. And this is how we do it. We say, hey, listen, you shouldn't be doing that online. You understand? You shouldn't be showing yourself this way. Yeah, you're beautiful. But last time I checked, it was called private parts, not public parts. You understand? That's this man trying to protect you from the dangers that are on the internet, so that way you don't get harassed when you walk into Starbucks. The protection of a man is saying, listen, you ain't got to do all that, baby. Why are you doing that? You know the type of dudes that are looking at that? He's trying to protect you from the harm that comes with something like that. It is no different from any man that has a daughter. If you have a daughter, brother, and she walks outside or tries to walk outside with her breasts exposed, right? What kind of a character of a man would you be if you allowed it? You understand? As a man, as a father, as a protector, I say, hey, baby, don't you do that at all. Cover yourself up. And then she'll ask me, Daddy, why would you say something like that? That's degrading. And I would say to her that that's not degrading at all. That's what love is. It is no different from me calling out a crackhead, telling him he needs to get off a crack, or a stripper on a pole telling her that she needs to get off the pole. There's nothing degrading about that. The guys that throw the money on the stage, they're degrading you. The guy that sells the drug dealer, the drug addict, the drugs, he's degrading you because he doesn't care about your well-being. But black sisters and Hispanic sisters and Native American sisters, we give a damn about your well-being. And I don't want this to ever lose. I don't want this to be lost in translation. I never want this again to be a topic amongst sisters that black men are not protecting you, because we are. The only thing is that you don't hear protection. You hear scrutiny. You hear chastising. You hear he's overprotective. You hear he's jealous, which is not the case. A black man is trying to protect you. Sloggy, somebody said something? Go ahead.
And they also there he's trying to control.
Yeah, the water. Yeah, absolutely. And again, black woman, this is not us harping down on your throat, but we have to make something very clear. That sister, Tessica Brown, that did that, and I put this on my Facebook page, right? I said that if Tessica Brown had a man, that probably would not have happened. You understand how heavy that is? And what I mean by that is that if she's doing that to herself on a small scale, imagine the decisions that she's making on a larger scale. That's the bigger picture. That's what the pain and the beauty is coming from. So that small thing that she did compared to a decision that she makes on her own somewhere else that could be at a bigger scale, that bigger scale would be more detrimental and devastating. The effect of it might be that catastrophic because of the small thing that she did. And again, Hosea 4:6 says, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General Yahanna, I want y'all to hear me very clearly. The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General Yahanna is giving you the protection and the guidance that you so always long for. You want to look for leaders. You want to look for black men that will lead you. And you know, I see these posts all the time about, I will follow him if he know how to lead. I will follow him. You're looking at the leaders, okay? You're looking at them. So get into class and get you a strong warrior brother that's going to make sure he protects you from you. To make sure that you don't put Gorilla Glue in your goddamn hair and go online and cry about it, because that should have been made private. I seen a video with that sister. She regrets putting herself online doing that, because now she has to live with the scrutiny that comes with now exposing yourself to the internet for likes and shares and these little stupid challenges and all, whatever the hell she's doing. That will live on the internet forever. And these white bastards made a mockery and money off of her. I seen Inside Edition, they did a story on her. That capital P body shaped Wendy Williams did a piece on her. Channel 2 News, 7 News, all them people, they made fun of her. You know, they look at us and do that because we don't know any better, trying to be like them, when we have to understand that we are better. Black woman, you don't have to do that at all. That skinny, white, stringy haired, mutant Beetlejuice looking chick that you may or may not be trying to emulate, she wants to be you. Where the hell you think lip injections started at? And Botox, because they age like milk and we age like wine, baby. She wants to be you. Butt injections and all of that stuff. She wants to be you. And you unknowingly and psychologically want to be her. The scriptures say, envy not the oppressor. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And choose none of their ways. Again, perming your hair, straightening it ain't unlawful. But the pain that you go through, the spiritual suicide that you're committing, that is unlawful. And you should never ever put yourself through something like that, because they'll look at you and go, ha 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 ha. Beyonce sent a hairstylist to go talk to her. Chance the Rapper sent a prayer up to her and all this other stuff. Like, what are you doing? What's happening? Allow me to further dive into the dangers that come with doing something like this, because it's a psychological thing that we need to address. Any sisters on the conference call, I'm going to come to y'all if you are there. If there's some sisters online, I'm going to come to y'all in a few minutes too. And I'm just going to ask one specific question, because we're going to protect y'all tonight. Did you know that perms, hair dyes, and straighteners are linked to breast cancer? Anybody know that? Let me get this water. Anybody know that? Or do we know it and we just choose to ignore it? That's something that we need to talk about. That's the point of this pain is beauty thing. And that is a pain, brothers and sisters, that our sisters are going through while they wear that goddamn pink and march up a street. One breast gone. You got that pain going. For this, you are willing to put your child in harm's way later in life just to have stringy hair Think about that. I just brought it up earlier about how the mothers treat the daughters. That pain that they put the daughters through. That's something that is real. And you wonder why. This is going to hit home to most of you sisters. And please make sure you comment on it and tag a sister. I don't know any black woman that doesn't have some type of a hormonal imbalance, ovarian cyst, what's the other one? Fibroids, some type of thyroid condition, and it happens later in life because of what you've done to your hair in the beginning of your life. Okay? You get these conditions, and brothers sit in the house, and you wonder why your girl's snapping on you every damn week. You know what I mean? You wonder why she absolutely is just snapping on you. You're like, well, what the hell did I just took out the goddamn garbage. And that's an amazing thing, sisters, too, that y'all do. Y'all smell garbage before men even recognize it's even full. You know, all sisters I know, they go, you don't smell that? I'm like, no, I don't smell it. What the hell are you smelling? Like a goddamn werewolf or a hound or something. The garbage needs to take it. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know how y'all do it, but it's absolutely amazing. Annoying, but amazing. But she's on your case because she has hormonal imbalances. Okay? Her hormones are already out of whack. But the permanent hair dye and the straighteners that you use as a kid further exacerbate the issue later. Okay? And if you don't believe me, I have an article here from breastcancer.org. Is an article that y'all can actually go look up. I'm going to throw it in the chat later tonight so that way y'all can go find it. All right? This is from breastcancer.org. They did a study called the Sister Study. Okay? Not a lot of people know about this. Or they do, but they just choose to ignore it. So they studied black women, white women, and Hispanic women, interestingly enough. Right? To see if permanent hair dyes and straighteners are linked to breast cancer, the risk of getting it, right? Here's what happened. Here's what they said. Research suggests that nearly 75% of black women use some type of chemical relaxer or straightener on their hair, which is true. Research also shows that hair products contain more than 5,000 chemicals, including some that considered to be hormone disruptors. All right, make sure y'all heard that correctly. Chemicals that can be hormone disruptors. Okay, hormone disruptors can affect how estrogen and other hormones act in the body by blocking them or mimicking them, which throws off the body's hormonal imbalance. So when your lady goes and gets a perm, sisters, again, it's not all of y'all, but just some. When you go get a perm and she come in the house, you're like, hey, baby, you look absolutely amazing. My God, you look good. She'd be like, shut up and sit down. You're like, yep, that's that damn perm talking. That is it. That's it. You know what I mean? You got to sit there and just take like, yeah, okay, sure. Those hormonal imbalances happen inside of her. This is where thyroid conditions stem from. Okay? You ever wonder why your goddamn girlfriend going to the doctor every week? They go to the doctor more than us. We should go because we're being mentally abused, but they go because of the physical attributes, the things that are going on inside of them. They go every week. They go to an OBGYN. Your girl tells you, I got a doctor's appointment. You're like, damn, I thought you just went to the damn doctor. She has to go because of things like this. All right? So let me keep reading. Chemical treatments used to permanently or semi-permanently straighten or relax hair also contain a mixture of chemicals. Many straighteners contain formaldehyde, right, which is considered a carcinogen, a substance capable of causing cancer. Formaldehyde, for those of you that don't know, is what they put into dead people, embalming fluid. All right, that's what formaldehyde is. And that is one of the chemicals in the relaxer that you're using. Now, it's odd that they would use something like this. Now, if I told the person off the rip and I said, yo, listen, man, I'm going to put some embalming fluid in your hair. you would have to be out of your mind to go, sure, yeah, let's do that. Up north, people used to lace it with weed. They would put it in weed and smoke it. What I mean, Jesus Christ, killing yourself again, spiritually killing yourself. Okay, so I continue. The sister study, okay, is what it was called. These results on hair dye and hair straighteners are part of a larger study called the sister study. The sister study is an ongoing study by scientists that includes 50,884 women living in the United States and Puerto Rico. Let that sit in your brain for a while, too. For those of us that say, oh, Puerto Ricans ain't Israelites, or they ain't Israel, or I.S.U.P.K ain't Israel. Seems to me like all the curses fit us. Anyway, reading on. The women joined the study between 2003 and 2009. The women were between the ages of 35 and 74 years of age. Okay. This is the study that they did. So they asked these sisters questions about how frequently they would use perms or straighteners or hair dyes, and then over time, I think it was an 8-year period, yeah, they would follow up with these same women, right, to ask them what effects did it have, right? So this is what they concluded with the study. These are the results. After 8 years of a follow-up, the research found, drum roll in this piece, right? Black women who use permanent hair dye every 5 to 8 weeks or more in the 12 months before joining the study were 60% more likely to develop breast cancer than women who didn't use hair dye. That's just between 2003 and 2009. You've been getting that done to your hair since you were what, 6? Some people are 5 or 8. You've been getting it done that long. So within a span of 8 years, which is what the results are, they discovered that black women who use permanent hair dye every 5 to 8 weeks or more during the 12 months before they joined the study are 60% more likely to develop breast cancer. Okay? Now, when we raised this question, the reason why I brought it up is because this is me and all of my brothers protecting you, black woman. We're protecting you. This knowledge and information that we had to look up, the receipts as y'all like to call it, we look it up because we want you to live. We need you to live. We love you. This is what protection is. Me and this organization going through endless amounts of researching to find out the things that kill our people, the things that destroy them not only spiritually but physically. Brothers in here don't go to strip clubs and degrade women by throwing cash at them. We don't get on Tik Tok and look at these sisters doing this busted challenge and hit them up in the inbox. Hey, what's up, woman? What's up? Yo, what's up? We getting together tonight? But we may tell her to put on something. Maybe not do that. You understand? This is what protection is. This is what it looks like. If you are a sister and in your chest right now, because I know it's burning here. I know it is. I know that feeling. It wants to come up and just come out. And let me tell you something. What about the men? What? We've dealt with the men. We're trying to protect you. Okay? So that way you don't end up like Tessica Brown somewhere with your hair falling out. And you're like, I don't know what happened. Nobody told me. You listened to your mama and she told you that pain was beauty. You willing to get cancer just to look good? Here's the most interesting part about this study, right? There's a part in here that I wanted to save at the end of class. But since we on a roll and we scorching and we helping these sisters out and these brothers out, I'm going to read it, okay? Dale Sander, which is the chief of the organization that put the study together, right? He was asked a very simple question. And you tell me based off of what this statement is, what is he saying exactly, right? He said, when asked if women should stop dyeing or straightening their hair, right? He said they asked if women should stop dyeing or straightening their hair. This dude said, we are exposed to many things that could potentially contribute to breast cancer, and it is unlikely that any single factor explains a woman's risk. While it is too early to make a firm recommendation, avoiding these chemicals might be one or more thing women can do to reduce their risk of breast cancer. He is not saying yes or no. This is what we call game, okay? If you ask a man, hey, where were you last night? He goes, well, first of all, it's not where I was, it was where I was not at. You know, he's going around the story, right? Because if he said yes, if this devil would have said yes, then that means the perm industry goes under, okay? And then the perm industry, wherever y'all get y'all perm from, can sue them, okay? That's why he's not saying yes or no. So because of this answer, those answers like that, our sisters are going to continue to use it because now there's no definitive way to track it. I talked to one sister yesterday on the phone. It was about for a while, maybe like 2 hours, just trying to get more intel about this particular topic, right? As soon as I brought up the link between perms and breast cancer, you know what she said? Well, yeah, sometimes the food got more stuff in it than that. It's easier to put away a diet. And I'm not negating that there are not chemicals in food, but you can stop eating pork. You can stop eating ribs, whatever chemicals are in the foods that she was talking about. You can stop eating that. It's hard to stop this plague. It's hard to stop this. You know why? Because pain is beauty. That's why. That pain of going through that is what you're seeking to be beautiful. Listen, not eating ribs, there ain't no sacrifice in that. This is the biggest sacrifice right here. Saying, I don't care, I'll look ugly. I don't know if I'll look ugly for a while. That's why you see sisters walking around with hats on when they go to the mall. Because they don't want you to see their real hair. Ashamed of it. Take it off. Be proud. There's a video I'm going to put also in the link. I'm going to drop it down in the comment section tonight. Tessica Brown was interviewed by Inside Edition. And she said, they asked her, who do you see in the mirror after the gunk was washed out of her hair? They go, who do you see in the mirror? And she said, the real Tessica. This is me, the real Tessica. I felt sorrow and happiness for that sister when she said that. At that moment, I knew that sister realized what she did and said to herself, I'm not trying to go back to that. She had that gunk in her hair for a month. You understand? She had that gunk in her hair for a solid month. Let's not do that again. Let's not go through that pain is beauty. You know what pain is beauty is? Childbirth. That's pain with a beautiful outcome. You know what else is pain and beauty? Getting off of drugs. That is pain that you have to go through to be beautiful. Stop being a whore. I'm not talking to just the sisters on this one, especially. I'm talking to brothers too. But we don't want to go through that spiritual pain that we need to get over things. We want to patch it up and give excuses like, oh, well, you know, I was young once and, you know, I'm living my best life and this self-love, new year, new me, blah, 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 is nonsense, man. We are willing to go through great lengths of pain in order to look good on the outside, but not willing to go through spiritual pain in order to look beautiful on the inside, to be cured of the thing that's actually plaguing your mind. We're not willing to go through that pain. In the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General Yahanna, we are going to teach you how to go through that pain in order to be beautiful. Don't think about pain as beauty the way your mama said it. Okay? Don't think about it like that. This is what the problem is in the first place. Okay? Not saying your mom is a terrible person. What I am saying is her view of what beauty is a view that is bastardized by this society to tell black women what beauty actually is to them. A white man told you that straightening your hair is beautiful. He gives you a little picture of Betty Boop. Betty Boop got the big eyelashes on, right? She got the big eyelashes on. She got the little finger waves in the hair. She walk around with a little dress, boop, boop, beep, doop, and all that stupid nonsense. And then they make a physical representation of her, that looks like Marilyn Monroe with a damn mole on her damn face and blonde hair. And sisters, not all of you, some of you, and go and follow that trend. And white women and white men put you on Inside Edition and TMZ to get views, to laugh at you. You should see the comment section on most of these things. Look at this woman. You know, they laughing at y'all. They laughing at our sisters. And I'll be damned if I sit back and let it happen. Not on my watch. It's not going to happen. All right. We want to go back to the natural use of sisters. So let's get a scripture to back it up. All right. We're going to go to Romans chapter 1, verse 26. I'm going to read it because I don't have a reader today. And we're going to make sure that we are all understood tonight. I don't want to hear never again about a black man not willing to protect a woman. Stop listening to white women and their story about how their men are not protecting them, because that's a damn lie. Black men have been protecting you for the longest time. You just didn't want to hear it. You rather be in pain than to listen. So we got Romans chapter 1, verse 26. Okay, listen to this very, very... Hey, Salaki, go ahead.
You want me to read it for you?
Yeah, you got it?
Hold
All right, hit me, bro.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 26.
Yeah.
For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affection.
All right, stop right there. Wait, stop right there, brother. I got you. Vile affections, man. You know what vile is? Vile is something grotesque, something hideous. That's what a vile affection is. Vile affection is a hideous act. And you notice it says affection. Vile affection. Okay, that vile affection is mommy telling you pain is beauty. That's a vile affection, okay? Don't let somebody tell you that you need to be in pain in order to feel beautiful about yourself. Okay, that's an absolute lie. Keep going, brother.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
You see, for even their women did change their natural use. The word that we need to focus on in there is the word natural. Now, typically, when we pull this scripture, we address in homosexuality. But when we talk about the natural use of a woman, we're talking about anything that is natural. What is natural for her is for her to be pleased with herself once she looks into the mirror. For her to be happy. That's the natural way of doing things. And then the scripture after that says, into that which is against nature. You know what's against nature, that natural use? Hating yourself, being insecure, having low self-esteem. I mean, that is what's going against the nature. The natural use is for you to be secure, for you to have high self-esteem, for you to feel beautiful and not hate yourself. That is natural. But when you do things and put Gorilla Glue in your hair and you're wearing a hat to the mall, you're going against the natural. Because it is unnatural to feel insecure. It is unnatural to hate yourself. That's unnatural. Read it again from the top, Big Time.
The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affection.
Right, that vile affection. I got it. That vile affection. That damn mom, and it's not her fault. I don't want no sisters or anybody to think that we're bashing the mom. We are protecting and finding out where the disease of insecurity and this vile affection came from. And it's not mommy's fault. It's not grandmama's fault. It's not great grandmama's fault. A white man who is our oppressor told you to straighten your hair. So when your mom was doing it, she would go, don't you want to be pretty? Don't you want to look good? And tells you that when your hair is knotty, that's ugly. Hey, you need to do something about that. You need to, why don't you straighten it? Why don't you do something about it? That's vile. That's wicked. To try to get it inside a sister's mind that her natural use is unnatural. Keep going.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
That's right. So that which is against nature, man. Stop doing this to yourself. Again, it's not unlawful. Okay, perms are not unlawful. Hair straighteners, hot combs, all that stuff is not unlawful. And this is not all for all the sisters. This is for just some of them. That is unnatural to hate. Don't hate yourself, man. Don't be a Tessica Brown to sit there and go, oh, damn, what am I going to do looking like Home Alone? That girl hated herself. In that video, I'm going to throw it into the link so y'all can see it for yourself. That woman absolutely loved herself after she had went through that pain. She had to pay a sacrifice. She listen, that woman sacrificed a lot. That is the quintessential definition of pain is beauty. She definitely went through some pain. Now she feels beautiful. She absolutely feels. I'm gonna send it to y'all. Remind me tonight if you gotta hit my inbox up or hit the inbox up on Facebook. Remind me tonight so that I can have it up for y'all. All right. That woman feels absolutely amazing now. Okay, and that's what we need. We need pain. That's the pain that she had to go through. The price that she had to pay. To now look at herself in the mirror and go, this is the real Tessica now. I'm back. You understand? Anybody got questions on the conference call regarding this issue? Anything anybody want to bring out?
A lot,
all right, come on with it, brother. You got it.
It's a heavy topic that you bring out because, you know, in Israel, the so-called black man, so-called, you know, Hispanic man, and, you know, Native American man, they're all women.
Yeah.
You know, just by looking at television and looking at the magazine covers and all these other type periodicals that come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They see these, you know, these people that are on there, you know, modeling or what have you, and they think in their mind because it's on the front cover or it's in the mainstream or it's on the media pages or what have you,
right,
that this is beauty. But, you know, the actual beauty doesn't come from what we see on the outside. You know, your beauty comes from the inside. It's your attitude, it's your actions, it's how you treat people.
Right.
It's how you treat the man that you're with, you know what I'm saying? It's how you raise your children.
Right.
That's true beauty. But we've gotten away from that because, you know, first off, we've been in bondage for over 400 years here. We've been wiped of our culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the only thing that we have to, you know, to compare things to is our oppressor. So whatever the oppressor says, because of Stockholm syndrome, we fall in line with it, whether it be, you know, whether we say it's beautiful or not. Whatever he say goes because he has the power. And, you know, a lot of our women don't realize that the power is in them.
Right.
When you look at, you know, all the other races on the planet of Earth, you know what I'm saying, that are not Israel, everybody's trying to be like you. You got Japanese women trying to be, you know, Cardi B and all that. You got the Indian women trying to be Beyonce and whoever else is third. You know, you got Africans trying to be whatever they want to be as far as our people, you know what I'm saying, concerned.
Right.
But in turn, we want to be everybody else. But everybody wants to be you. Everybody wants to be you, black woman, to the point of a white woman, she'll go to the plastic surgery and tell him, I want my lips bigger, I want my thighs and my butt bigger, I want my breasts bigger. They'll go all the way out and get implants just to look like you.
That's right.
And then turn around in that very same magazine and say full lips are not in, or wide hips are not in, or kinky hair is not good. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it'll throw you off because all you see is what they put out. And
right.
They're steady changing themselves every day, trying to look like you, all the way to going and laying out in front of the sun or in a tanning bed, risking skin cancer just to even look like you.
That's right. Damn right. I'm gonna get that brother a hand just for saying that shit. Goddamn it. Hey, yeah, bro. Absolutely. I forgot all about the goddamn tanning bed. Oh, how could I forget? How could I forget the tanning bed? Listen, at my slavery, them white women come in there. Them white women be like, hey, brother, cook me. I go, first of all, I'm not your brother. Second of all, how many minutes you want? They be wanting to lay in that damn thing for like 12 hours. and come out just as pale as they did going in. They look red. They look like, you know, like the tan went wrong, you know, because they're trying to emulate our sisters. Let me tell you something. Now, I know sometimes, too, in that comment section, brothers, it be some devils in there, man. I seen it. I see it all the time. Let me tell y'all something, man. For them white people that be in that comment section, let me say this. I know it bothers you, okay, that you can't be like us. I know you can't. It eats you up inside to look at those women and go, man, how could I look that good? They age so beautifully. Look at her skin. Look at the way she walks. You'll never have that flavor. You'll never have that style, you dig? You'll never have it. Let it go. Let the dream die. You understand? Because we're going to cherish those precious treasures in here. And you will watch from afar and be sour and try to be just like them. And you cannot be like our women. And I'm glad you can't. Because they're number one. You ain't even in the top 10, goddammit. I mean, 12 tribes. You ain't even, damn the top 10. You ain't in the top nothing. Just at the bottom. You understand? All these brothers trading in sisters for these dogs, walking around with these white. When we be downtown, man, downtown Atlanta, boy, them white women be strutting with that black man going like this. Look at me. Me and Dwayne. Okay. You stink and nobody cares about you. I'll roll, but give me Tessica Brown. Glue and all. We're gonna use that glue to stick together forever. Understand? Which is what we need to do anyway as black people, all right? So drop that. Let me get Titus 2 and 3 real quick. Cause we gotta get to the bottom of this tonight, all right? And like I said, any sisters want to chime in, call the class number. If you're watching online too, cause I know it's a couple of y'all online, but call up here, man. Don't be afraid. Let's talk about it tonight. You know what I mean? I don't want to see no more posts about this, man. I don't want to see no post about black men don't protect black women. I'm not having that no more. That after this night, that conversation is dead. Okay? Because in I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General Yahanna, we protect our women, and we showing you tonight. Yeah, come on with it, bro.
It's a heavy topic, you know what I'm saying? Kind of hard to stay off of, you know what I'm saying? You know, when the thing I hear with black women a lot, you know what I'm saying, when I was in the world, they always would say, you know, I hate a liar. I don't want no man that's gonna lie to me.
Yeah.
You know, and with that same word, you know what I'm saying, back at them, you know what I'm saying, you tell me a lie every time I see you. You got in somebody else's hair, you know what I'm saying, you put it in contact lenses to change the eye color, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got on, like you said earlier, you got on this girdle, you know what I'm saying, put on the eyelashes, you got on a pound and a half worth of makeup, then you're talking about you overweight, you got on 2 little shoes, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
And not on the deck. Sometimes the women in the world, they so lost, you know what I'm saying, and so without, they'll go in their girlfriend closet and put on their clothes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you telling me you don't like a liar, but your whole appearance is a lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it shocks me, you know, when I hear a lot of black women say, well, I do this because I want to look good, I want to feel good about myself. Okay, but you don't want a black man to lie to you.
Right.
And that same token, you'll get with that black man 2-3 years down the road after you took all that stuff off. He's looking at you like, this ain't the woman that I met 20, 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the woman I met, you know, the other day at the store, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where you had it, you know what I'm saying? I borrowed it, I bought it, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's contradictory to a black woman saying that she wants a good man, but you sitting here being a terrible person by lying to her and deceiving a man based on vanity and beauty, you know what I'm saying? Your outer appearance, which is nothing, because that's your face, you know what I'm saying? It's sloppy.
Right. Yeah. No, you good. You right on the money. And again, these are black men. This brother here is a black man, and this is that conversation that black men and black women need to have. So that way there are no more blurred lines about what it is that we expect, what it is that we want, what it is that we don't like, what it is that we do like. Because brothers have been trying their hardest to protect you for the longest time, not only just from the idea of what you deem to be beautiful based off of the society, but the harm that comes with the things that you're doing based off of the society, right? This is one of those things like the brother just brought out, the tight little shoes. We even protecting your damn feet. Just by, like, logically thinking, because we do need each other, man. Black men and black women do need each other. All right? That is not a situation that works if we are by ourselves. We definitely do need each other. You will never hear a black man say, hey, I don't need no black woman. I don't need no damn woman. I could do this by myself. That's a lie. Before I got into the truth, I was wiping my mouth with the bottom of my shirt. Savage man, right? And got a sister. Got with a sister. I finally learned what paper towels were. I didn't know what the hell they were before that. And Kleenex and all. I didn't know what the hell it was. But now I know. They make that life easier. And that's a beautiful thing that y'all sisters do. But in turn, listen to us sometimes, man. That ain't too much to ask. I was talking to a sister last night. I'm going to segue before we get back on topic, right? I was talking to a sister last night, okay? And this was the topic. The topic was the pain is beauty thing, okay? And I asked the sister, I said, it's not hard to listen to us. This is something that you should do. Because you can't say that black men can't lead if you're not listening. He's just not saying the thing that you want him to say. That's what a simp is. The one thing that I cut her with in this argument, because she started using the overprotection, and you know how sometimes people do that. What the hell is wrong with being overprotected? If we have a house with cameras and I got a gun, some may consider that to be overprotective. I have too much protection. Just know that nobody getting in this damn house. You are safe with me, which is what you should feel when you with us, ladies. You want to feel safe. You want to look at your man, right? And he goes, I got it. And you go, isn't he great? You know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to sigh. I get it. But you got to listen to him. You got to listen to him. Okay? There is one thing that a black man, a Hispanic man, and a Native American man will do that our women will not do for us. This one thing should automatically guarantee a different type of allegiance to us with respect. This one thing is not for a woman to do. It is not her job to do. It is our job to do. That one thing that we are willing to do as black, Hispanic, and Native American men, the one thing that we're willing to do, what she can't do, is die for her. You understand that? Black men, Hispanic men, and Native American men are willing to die for you black women. A lot of sisters outside of the truth say, why you don't let the women go to camp? Why they can't blaze? We don't put our women in the forefront of danger. That's what protection is. They'll say, well, why the women don't? Yeah, go ahead, brother. Come on.
What you just said is so heavy, and a lot of black women don't understand that, you know, if a black man say he don't want you on the front line, it ain't saying that he know you can't fight or he know you're not strong enough to fight. That's not what he's saying.
Right.
What he's saying is that you are too precious to fight.
That's right.
Why would I want to put my $1 million faith in a place where I know it's going to break? That doesn't make sense.
Right.
So and that goes back to, you know, our sisters. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to put you in a situation where you're in danger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And camp is a dangerous place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Walking in black skin, period, is a dangerous place.
Right.
But being in camp where you got hard-headed black men that's stuck in the truth that say the white man and the devil don't really give a damn about nothing else, so they head so stuck on the Most High and they don't care what nobody thinks, that pisses off a lot of people. And to have our women out there on the front line in danger, that's a coward move. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You don't put your woman out there to fight your battle. You know what I'm saying? Your woman is there to be to be at the house, you know what I'm saying, in a protected position, you know what I'm saying, a position. It's no way, there's no need for a woman to be out trying to fight the battle that a man is supposed to fight.
Right.
Because you're not strong enough to do it. It's not no knock against you, because you're stronger in other areas, like childbirth. You're very strong in that.
Right.
But as far as going out here and putting your life on the line, you're too precious to be out there, you know what I'm saying, front line talking about, oh, I got my gun, I'm gonna be out here protecting. Nah, you don't need to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
You protect the children. Make sure the children are straight.
Right.
And let that man make sure you and the children are straight. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? 'Cause if you go out there and get yourself killed, and the black man get himself killed, that leaves the children in a bad place.
That's right.
It's a lot I don't want.
Yeah, you good. Damn right, brother. Damn right. That's our job, ladies. So this whole black men don't protect women, and I.S.U.P.K, we do. There's a protocol for it. We got to dive on our girl, man. Dive on the sisters, man. And that ain't even just in here. If you ever been to, ladies, if you ever been to the mall or Walmart, if something breaks out of nowhere, right? A stranger, a man, a brother can go, he'll do just like this to you. Push you in the back, push you behind. He don't even got to know you. But we are obligated to protect you, so much so that we are willing to die for you. That within itself should warrant a black man a different type of alliance and allegiance to whatever it is that he is saying. Just a simple understanding of that premise should warrant him the absolute full attention just to go, I heard you. I hear you. I hear you, love. I hear you, Adawan. I hear you. You know what I mean? Like that. Because if I were to say, hey, sister, would you die for me? She'll go, no, hell no. I die for my kids. That's great. The question is rhetorical. You didn't have to answer, but I know you wanted to. But we're not asking you to die for us. We do it just because we're men. Okay? So after tonight, that notion of black men don't protect black women, you tell me another form of protection other than that, and then we may have to have another talk. You give me another example that outweighs the magnitude of that, then we're gonna have to have a talk. But until you do not utter ever again that brothers don't want to protect you. Black women, we love you to pieces. This is why, even if you look terrible, we still gonna be there. We still gonna be there. Even at your worst, when you think you are terrible looking, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that. That brother, with all pure in his face, this pure honesty, goes, nah, baby, you good. You all right. You fine. Come on over here. Come here, woman. Let me talk to you for a little bit. Even then, we still accept you. We still accept you if you take that, pop that wig off, and sit it on the damn dresser. Woo, she look at them patches in her goddamn hair, boy. That's my woman. We still there. You ain't got to put yourself through no more pain. Let us take away the pain. What's that song that woman said? How can I ease the pain? I'm telling you tonight. I'm telling you tonight. Trust in that brother's leadership. Trust what he's saying. Go, he does protect me. Because once you feel that protection, because women really just want to feel safe initially, right? Once you feel that protection, and once you feel safe, you will feel secure. You won't hate yourself because you know somebody that loves you for real, for real. And we will instill in you the very love and take away that demon of insecurity, which we're going to do. I'm going to make sure we do that series too. We're going to do a demon series addressing demons, specifically like insecurity and depression and jealousy. It's going to be a whole little saga. It's going to be dope. So stay tuned for that. But that's what we're here for. We're going to take away that burden. When you tell us that we don't protect black women, you're spitting in the face of these brothers that do love you and do protect you. And we still love you even though you say it, because we are still here, yet I'm having this goddamn conversation and teaching this class tonight. All right. Give me Titus 2 and 3 real quick, all right? Because this process, the scriptures say that we need to train our children up in the way that they should go, right? And if women are the first teachers, right, which is what we typically hear from time to time, you know, sisters, they love to promote it. Then we need to teach the daughters, right? Y'all need to sit down and have a discussion with them that they don't need these types of things. Again, although it's not unlawful, but it's painful to watch. But for most of us that have daughters, right? You remember the first time she got her ears pierced? I remember. I'm sitting in the damn room, and most fathers could attest to this. Or even when they get the vaccine thing, right? The little shots that they got to do before they hit pre-K or the daycare, right? Watching your kid get shot in the ear is absolutely painful to look at, man. We can't do it as men. We can't sit there and go, "Oh, this is cool. This is dope." There is an innate feeling that is going through our body that we want to kick the ass, Salakia, of whoever it is that's going to do this to our kid. When that sister, I believe she was a Hamite too, because that office smelled absolutely terrible, like bones and coffins and casket sheets. This sister, or this woman, Salakia, was walking up to my daughter with that gun, right? And my daughter sitting there in her mother's arms, just, you know, happy. And then she saw that damn gun, brothers and sisters. She started squirming. No. And that damn Hamite put that damn thing in her ear and went pow. And my daughter stopped. She was like, yeah. And then she started crying. I said, if I got to see this again, I'm gonna hurt somebody. It was building up in me. The warrior was coming out. I was like, damn, I can't stand to watch this. Stop this. What the fuck? What? She's a kid. She was maybe 5 months at the time. And typically, when you're dealing with that type of procedure, the mothers know it very well because they went through it. The mother's always the one consoling the daughter when these things happen. You know why? Because pain is beauty. And that's exactly what she was telling my daughter too, although my daughter can't hear it or understand it for real. I ain't gonna know you're gonna look beautiful. Just wait, just a little longer. Wait, it's gonna hurt, but that's okay. You're gonna look beautiful. And I gotta sit there as a man. Most fathers, we sit there as men and hear the cries of our children as they sit in the chair and get hot grease popped all on across their neck and dodging a hot iron for what seems like an eternity. We hear these cries, right? And the minute that we go to do the protecting, mommy comes and stops you. No. She all right. She got to go through that. If she want to be beautiful, she got to go through this pain. I'm like, damn that. I'm her father. I'm trying to protect her. We're trying to protect you. We've been trying to do it. The attempt to do it. That's unfair. Because of the psychological damage that's being done to a majority of our sisters, black men have to sit back and listen to the pain that is being called beauty. When we know, as warriors, that there is no beauty in that at all, and that hurts black men. We feel that pain. Because at that moment, you know that your kid is going through something that you can't physically do anything about. An oppressor taught us that. An oppressor taught us that pain is beauty. Get these lashes. Whip us on the back. And then because of that psychological damage that was done during slavery, the spirituals and the songs, They all speak of dying and going to heaven, to this better place other than where they are, because they got to go through the pain to get there. When the real beauty is understanding what's in here and who you are in here. That's the beauty. The pain that we go through to get off of drugs and the things that we were addicted to, these vile affections, these things that we were addicted to, that pain was beautiful. Most of us struggled in a tiny cell and had to reflect on ourselves and look in a mirror because we are the only ones in the room. You got to go through the tears and the being hungry and not knowing where you're going to get a meal from. Black people have been going through pain all of our lives. It's the only thing that we understand, the only thing that we know. Who knows how to survive in the ghetto like us? Who knows what corners not to go to, what streets not to travel on at night? We are in a constant pain and struggle every day of the week. Yet we still feel insecure. We still hate ourselves. That does not happen anymore. And it won't happen anymore tonight. Tonight is a night where people see. I want the world to see. That's why I said tag a sister. Don't be afraid. Tag them, damn it. Tag them. Tell them to call up here. So that way we know that this idea that we don't protect y'all, we don't love y'all, we don't value you and appreciate you, that myth can die. And you can teach your daughters now that there is men that exist in the world that protect their women, that tell them, hey, don't do that, baby, that ain't a good idea. Black women can finally goddamn sigh for once. Don't you want to sigh, ladies? Ain't you waiting to exhale? That's the name of the damn movie, right? Ain't you waiting to exhale? Ain't you waiting to do this? We're giving it to you tonight. We're giving you the moment to exhale tonight. But here's what we want you to do. Teach your daughters the pain that you had to go through in order to obtain whatever beauty that you got in this truth. The sacrifices, the things that you had to take yourself away from that was spiritually killing you, okay, in order to come into this beautiful house, into this place that we hold near and dear to our souls and to our damn minds. All of the pain and anguish we had to go through. Alcohol bottles after alcohol bottles, depression and pills and you name it. You teach your daughters tonight the pain that they're going to go through in life, and that there is a place for them to obtain beauty, and there is a place that they could obtain that spiritual freedom of knowing that they are something better and greater than any other race on this planet. Word. Could we do that tonight? Would that be too much to ask? Or do we have to get cancer behind it? Huh? You getting yeah, come on with it, bro.
It's so heavy that you bring this topic out, you know what I'm saying? Because I love black women, you know what I'm saying? I love my sisters, you know what I'm saying? And now I hate to see them, you know, do stuff to themselves, you know, to hurt themselves. And
yeah,
you know, being a black man, your instinct is to protect, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's your own or is it somebody else that's close to you, you want to protect them. And you know, talking to a black woman, telling her, you know what I'm saying, like certain things you don't need to do, you know what I'm saying, that you might not like that result.
Yeah.
Alright, you ain't really got to go off on me like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that because it can hurt you, you know what I'm saying? And then after they was done it and they hurt themselves in it, they'll come back later on and say, I should have listened to what you said because I ended up hurting myself anyway after the fact of listening to you.
That's what I'm
saying. So a lot of times it's pride. Pride gets in the way of a lot of stuff because we have been taught to fight against each other so much as people, black man and black woman, you know, to the point of when we're trying to actually help you, you're bucking against it because you feel like you don't have no help. But your help is right there in front of you.
Right.
You just refuse to take the help or receive it because your oppressor has, you know, put in your mind that your help ain't good enough, and the oppressor is the best help that you have.
Damn right. Damn right. Don't lean. I remember reading the book. What's the book called? The Willie Lynch Letter. If anybody has that book, you know what I mean, share it on the page. Take a picture of this particular page that I'm talking about. It's called The Black Marriage or something like that. The Negro Marriage, Salakia. And they go through the process of how the white man, how the white man broke the sister down and broke the man down in front of the sister. So that way, the sister could be dependent on the white man. And they said in the book that process wasn't placed for a temporary gain. It was placed for a long-term gain that is still implemented till today. Okay? That's why we have in this class, because we are going to remember the days and the ways of old. We're going to remember what the oppressor did to us and did to our woman. And a lot of that beauteous pain comes from slavery. A lot of that black men don't protect black women, that comes from slavery too. That is a tall tale that has happened. I've heard it so many times. There's a picture circulating on the internet. It's a slave, a woman, and a brother. The woman just got finished getting raped, right? And you can see the slave master in the back. I don't know if anybody's seen this picture before, but it is absolutely horrible, right? So the slave master's coming out. He's adjusting his pants, and the implication is she's crying to the black man and said, "Why didn't you protect me?" Right? So the sister that originally posted that, she put that up there in a way to cause the confusion between a black man and a black woman. She put that up there to say, "See, y'all don't protect us. You wasn't protecting us then," right? Meanwhile, there's a cracker that has a whip to my throat, and they doing that thing called, what, they breaking the buck, where they raping the black men. You getting the same treatment I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? You getting the same type of treatment. Let's not sit here and pretend as if like the black slaves, the men were just like, oh, okay, this is cool. Again, as a black man, it pains us to see you go through stuff like that. It's a painful thing to endure. Okay? That is not something that we take lightly. So I remember, I forget the sister's name that posted that, but it's a picture circulating. Y'all can find it somewhere. But that pain is beauty, same thing. Because I believe inside of the caption of that, she said something like, black women have become stronger because we couldn't rely on them to protect us during slavery. Something nonsense like that, right? And black men still love you, baby. We ain't going nowhere. But anyway, again, teach your daughters not to go through that type of physical pain. Teach them how to go through some spiritual pain, all right? Teach them that they don't need to be drunk outside dancing and making TikTok videos and doing all this stupid. I don't know what the hell this challenge is. I've seen everybody doing it. It just looks so retarded. Teach them good things. All right, we're going to get that too. Who's Makulat? You on the phone, right, Makulat?
Shalom, y'all about Shalom,
Hey, Shalom, who this? Hey, Kasiyah, what's going on with you, big time?
I'm well, so you 12, sir?
Yeah, I'm Tawab. You know I'm here. Are we getting
Excellent.
Cool. If we could, somebody pull. I think Makulat got it, but somebody give me Titus chapter 2, verse 3. Okay, sisters, what you want to do is follow that leadership of that man. It's okay. That's what he's there for.
So what verse we in?
We're going to Titus 2 and 3. I may pull. I want to go to Isaiah 3, but that's okay. If we got time, I might want to go to it. But I think we touched on the self-esteem, and we touched on the natural use and what's unnatural. We got pretty heavy tonight with these things. I'm gonna finish with something heavy, but Titus 2 and 3 is what I need. Whoever got it, you can go ahead.
Look out, sir. The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise,
Mm-hmm.
that they be in behavior as becometh holiness,
Mm-hmm.
not false accusers,
Mm-hmm.
not given to much wine,
Mm-hmm.
teachers of good things.
That's right. Keep going.
And look on, verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober,
Mm-hmm.
to love their husbands,
Mm-hmm.
to love their children.
All right, stop right there. The first part of the scripture says, the aged woman likewise. Tessica Brown is 40 years old, man. She is a mother from Louisiana, a mother of 5. Okay? I looked all that up yesterday just to prepare for this class so that way we don't never have to revisit this again. Tessica Brown is 40 years old with 5 children. She is the aged woman. Just like the woman who put the perm in your hair, she was the aged woman. And the grandmom who had the wig on watching her do it to you is the aged woman. Okay? That they be in behavior as becometh holiness. We all know that the word holy means to be separate. Okay? Different. We're not the same. We're not like society. Okay? That behavior is becometh holiness. Separate, not like everybody else. That damn hot comb, the origin of it started from the idea that black women wanted to look white because they didn't feel pretty enough, so they straightened their hair to appear like the oppressor because that's what they viewed as pretty. Okay, look up the doll test. You want to try to look that up from I think 1964, maybe the doll test, where they would get these children to point out which doll was beautiful, which one was that, and them kids pointed out that white doll and said it was beautiful. The next class I'm gonna do that too. The doll test 2021, and I'm gonna have my own questions. We'll see we'll see if the damage is still there. Somebody says Salagia?
Salagia, sir.
Okay, never mind. I thought somebody was chiming in. No sweat. So that's the aged woman. All right, that's the aged woman. She should be doing her due diligence to her children. Okay, to take them out of that mind frame and that mentality that they're ugly. Don't put the idea in her mind that she is ugly. I had a sister tell me that too. And these women are sitting in a chair, and the mom says, hey, don't you want to look pretty? Come on, you got to go through this pain. Don't you want to look pretty? Don't you want to look nice and pretty and blah, 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 blah? Don't put them through that, man. Again, not unlawful, just might be unwise. Okay? Go back to verse 4 for me, Kasiyar.
Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober,
Mm-hmm.
to love their husbands, to love their children.
Stop right there. That they may teach the young women. Ladies, you got a job to do. You have a job to do. You are obligated to do a duty. The Lord is putting a job on you. That job is not to go to school and graduate from Clark Atlanta, whatever the hell the name of that goddamn college is that black women are graduating from at an alarming rate. That ain't the duty. You can do it, but this is the real job right here. That you teach them young women, teach the young girls how to be beautiful, how to feel beautiful on the inside just as much as on the outside. Teach them how to spiritually feel beautiful. And how do you do that? You do it by teaching them to be sober. Because you can't get through to a person that is not sober-minded. You understand? And sober, don't think of it too much as about drinking. Because thoughts corroding your mind and surrounding your brain, all that stuff, that is also a form of conflict that's going on in your mind. Sober meaning clear mind, clear headed, focusing on one thing instead of worrying about prom and hair and nails and earrings and the vanity. Don't teach them that. Because guess what? When they get older, you end up competing with the daughter any damn way. You know how many TikTok videos I done seen on accident, of course, because I don't really care to be up there like that. But you know how many of these challenges contain the mama and the daughter? And that daughter bad, man. We talking that daughter in her damn 20s, 25, and that mom is in her early millions, of course. And well, hold your point, Mark. Well, I got you. Hold on. I'm about to come to you. Hold up. So you see these sisters, right? Not all of them. I always got to put that out there, right? You see the mamas, they looking at that daughter, woo, and they hate it. Competing with the damn daughter, man. Don't the scripture say that as the mother so is the daughter? Right? So they looking at her, and that mama looking in that camera like, damn, I used to look like that. Damn, I got it too. I still got it. Look at me. You got 3 chins, 2 necks, 1 butt. You know what I mean? Like, you now, because of that, because of how you raised your daughter, you are now in competition with her. And you hate her now. You hate her because of it. There's a jealousy there now between the mama and the daughter. The daughter ain't even aware of what the hell is going on, but that mama knows. Because that daughter comes in that house and she's shaking that tail all across the damn kitchen and doing these TikToking and don't stop it and whatever the hell they're doing. And that mama goes, yeah, you got that from me. Yeah. Where do you think you get it from? Jesus Christ. Where did she get her brain from? That's the question. Where did she get that idea that shaking her tail is beautiful? Putting herself through pain is beautiful. Where did she get that from? I know she didn't get it from dad. And again, this is not me. This is not us degrading our sisters. This is us pointing out the obvious. We will no longer continue to put a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. That stops today. Go ahead, Makwala. Go ahead. Say your piece, bro. Oh, Salakia, there. Man, listen, you and Makwala sound just alike. Listen, Salakia, man, I thought you was goddamn Makwala. Go ahead, Yahweh Yadah.
You ain't calling nobody else in the world. You do.
Nah. So, you know what I mean? It's about being yeah, go do your thing. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing, yeah.
Yeah, what you just said is so heavy, you know what I'm saying? Not only the jealousy part, you know what I'm saying, mother towards daughter, but, we look at them TikTok videos and these different challenges, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but kidnap material, you know what I'm saying? A lot of our sisters are ended up kidnapped, you know what I'm saying? And when you put your face and your privates and all this other stuff that your man's supposed to see online, you tempting stalkers and kidnappers to come and, try you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why you put yourself in harm's way that way, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important to have that strong black man, that strong Hispanic man, that strong Native American man in your home to keep you away from the craziness, to protect you from yourself, to lock y'all in.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's Trooper Yahweh Yadah for those of you that didn't know. That brother there, man. Listen, this brother had on a coat. I don't know where he got it from. We was at camp one time. He looked like Blade. I was like, God, that brother there, boy. Yeah, Trooper Yahweh Yadah, yeah, Salaki. That's my man, 10 grand right there. Trooper Kasiyad on. We got Officer Napash Kayah in the building too as well. Big time. We got Officer Thamayum. But yeah, we in the building, and then that point that you brought out, Yahweh Yadah, is very true, man. It's very true. Listen to us, sister. We definitely want to be there for you. We definitely want to protect you, but you gotta allow it. You understand? It has to be done. We're obligated to. And because we're obligated to do that, hold your point. Because we're obligated to do that, you're obligated to follow Titus chapter 2, verse 3 and 4, and countless other scriptures that would free you and cure you of the insecurity and the anxiety that comes with chasing vanity. Okay, go ahead, brother. Who said something? Oh, Casa, yeah.
Everything that you're saying is extremely heavy, and following with what Yahanna said. Going back to what you're talking about as far as the mindset and raising the daughter up, or the child up in the way they should be, and then you brought up the Willie Lynch. It makes me think about how the conditioning has been done from childhood, not just with the daughter, but with the daughter's mother.
Right, that's right.
Because they've been trained to see something that was supposed to be beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be the standard of what beauty was.
Right.
So when you look at it, the mother grows up in it, and then she passes it down to her daughter. And it makes me ask, it was Ezekiel 16 and 44.
The one. That's right. Damn right. Absolutely. You understand? That teaching is taught is passed down, man, from generation to generation. Okay? And we need to stop that. So after tonight, I don't want to hear nothing about it, man. Wipe it out your mind. I pulled out the damn article about the breast cancer. I'm going to put it in the description tonight. The link to that video of that sister Tessica Brown crying because she felt beautiful. She felt like herself again, her old self. And she even said it in the video, y'all. That's how heavy it is. You understand? In the video, she says, they ask her, how do you feel? She said, like Tessica, not the other girl, she does the air quotes, not the other girl, but I feel like me again. And that right there, that is beauty. You understand? And she was outside. She ain't had no damn eyelashes on, no makeup. The sister is not bad looking, man. The sister kind of fly, man. Now without like gunk and all that, you know what I mean? She looked like Morris Day earlier, but now she's straight. You know what I mean? Now she is absolutely beautiful. But look at what she had to go through to get it. Look at the humility that she had to go through just to get it. She's everywhere. People are laughing and they're talking and they're mocking her. Making videos about her. Okay? Making videos about her. Trashing her. You understand? Look at that pain she went through, man. Look at it. That's what you put your children through. Our sisters are putting themselves through humility to be beautiful. When you're not beautiful, you're being laughed at. That has to stop tonight. And the way we stop it is with Titus chapter 2, verse 3. Whoever got it, continue to read it. Read it from the top. I think Kasiyah had it.
Come on, sir.
Yeah, come on.
The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
The aged woman, likewise,
Mm-hmm.
may be in behavior as becometh holiness,
Mm-hmm.
not false accusers,
Right.
not giving so much wine, teachers of good things.
Teachers, stop right there, Kasiyah. Stop right there. Teachers of good things. You think? Let me. This topic. This. Y'all don't understand how it inside of my chest. How bad this is, right? Teachers of good things, man. And this is not all sisters. Again, I'm not condemning all these sisters. This is a large majority, though. Teachers of good things. What does that mean? Teachers of good things. Teachers of good things is very simple. Teach your daughter how to love herself in the right way. That's a good thing. You know what's a bad thing? Sitting her in a goddamn chair and putting a hot iron in her hair. Every sister that I know and have ever met in my life told me these stories, these war stories about how they got tiger stripes all in the back of their goddamn neck because they mama burnt or they aunt burned them with that straightening comb. That's not a good thing. The chemicals that you're putting in your hair, formaldehyde, which is used to embalm a body. Putting that into a child's hair. They sitting and crying because I'm assuming that the crap burns. That's not a good thing. Then years later, they develop fibroids. Where is it? I wrote the damn fibroids, ovarian cysts, ovarian cancer, hormonal imbalances, and thyroid conditions. Snapping on their husbands and their boyfriends and all men because of the imbalances that were created because of the thing that you put in their hair, which is not a good thing to begin with. Look at the chain of events that happen when a small thing, like I said earlier about the Tessica Brown thing, a small thing that you don't look at as a big thing later creates the biggest problem that we have to deal with our society and our women, which is they do not love themselves. Not all of them. I always got to put that on there, but a large majority of them. That's what we're trying to cure. That small thing, to that way avoid the bigger issue later. Let's catch it now. Let's catch it tonight. Teachers of good things. You understand? Not squeezing your body in a goddamn girdle and walking around with a bloated tummy looking like a goddamn, like a squeezed tube of toothpaste. Putting your feet inside of a shoe that doesn't fit. Heels hurt, ankles hurt, feet, top of your feet burn. You take the shoe off, you got bumps and blisters all over your feet. But it's okay because you look cute with them, right, girlfriend? You look so cute with it. You're so cute. You staying up half of the night, studying and not trying. You can't even get comfortable sleep because you're too busy holding your head up so that way your hair doesn't get damaged. Am I lying? Is there something that I'm actually lying about right now? Is that not a thing that happened? You know how many sisters I used to date? I seen they come back from the hair salon, right? And we in the bed, we chilling, we kicking it, doing what adults do. Ooh. And she's sitting there holding up her goddamn head like this, trying not to fall and crinkle up her hair. Losing sleep to look good for the next day. Tired as hell at work. And what does somebody say to her? Girl, you look fine. Oh, you looking so good. And she walks around swinging that horse's mane. Woohoo! Look at me. I'm so beautiful. Bags underneath her eyes. She tired as hell. You know what I mean? And then somebody said, why don't you go get some beauty sleep? Everything revolves around beauty now. You know? And it's absolutely destroying our sisters, man. It is. Inside, internally, Slakia. And we have to fix it. So that way, the bigger picture later is avoided, is cured, is taken care of. But ladies, you say y'all are the first teachers, and nobody would ever disagree with that, because you are. Just be teachers of good things. Be the teacher that teaches your daughter how to dodge rape, which is another thing that we fail to do. Mothers teach their daughters how to sustain rape, how to I'm trying not to use a certain word. How to maintain the feeling of being raped. They teach their daughters that. How to deal with it. How to subdue it in a way that they go, well, it happened. They teach their daughters to lay there and take it. Don't fight. Lay there and take it. Close your eyes and think of a happy place. Think of something beautiful. Huh? Something beautiful while you're going through that pain. As opposed to teaching her, maybe you shouldn't go out like that at night. Or maybe we should arrest Uncle James because we know how he is. Maybe we should do that instead. But no, we'll keep Uncle James around. Because, God knows his heart. And, whatever the hell else excuse they make up for a goddamn pedophile that exists in most black families. Now, a young girl has to be molested and raped and has to deal with the physical and mental damage that is done from that. And she has to pack it down in her chest and pack it down far back in the way in her brain and walk around with a happy face to avoid dealing with the actual problem. The appearance of looking beautiful because of what pain she just went through. This is what we're teaching. Teachers of good things don't do things like that. Fathers and mothers, we don't do. Let's stop doing that, huh? Let's stop that. You care about your kids, right? This scripture, we're gonna go to verse 4 in a few minutes, but it says love your children, man. You teach your daughters how to love their children. That is a thing that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen in our community, in our culture, because that pastor don't go to Titus 2 and 3. He don't go there. He'll go to how can a man rob God and something about the blood or whatever. Everything but the scriptures that we need, the guidance and the instructions that we actually need in order to protect our families, man. We can't do it. We can't do it in church. That ain't gonna happen. Young girls are being tortured. For what? Prom, beauty, nails, and then they grow up and they get with a man, don't know how to treat him because that nobody's taught her how to treat a man either. They did teach her something though. They taught her how to lay there and do this. You understand? That's pain. That's pain. That's pain. To be tossed away. You teaching your daughters to never tell the left hand what the right hand is doing. If you get with a man, save up some goddamn money just in case he puts you out. Instead of telling her and teaching her how to love that brother, which this scripture says also. Salakia. Teach them how to love their husband and love their children. You're teaching them how to secure to suppress a demon, not to cure it, just to suppress it. That'd be like telling a crackhead, "No, you good. Just smoke crack on Mondays only." Keep going, Casa. Hit me with 4 now.
Oh God, but the Titus chapter 2 verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Love your husbands and love your damn children. Ladies, after tonight, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing anymore about black men not protecting them, not leading them, and not loving them. Because I prefaced this conversation in this class tonight by giving you all the attributes that you already know about you. I got them written down on purpose. You understand? The walk, the talk, the way you look, your mind. I said it tonight. So tonight, I don't want to hear nothing else about it, man. We love our women. So much so that we're willing to teach you in a righteous way the way for you to teach your children. And that ain't my words. The Lord said that. That's not me. But I had to go through pain myself in order to come in here to be beautiful enough to tell you how you become beautiful. You understand? That's what we do here. That's our job. It has to be that way. All you have to do is listen to it. That leadership you're going to need, that leadership that you talk about, it's right here, mama. And you are looking at it. Strong and never wrong all night goddamn long, man. And we do it because we love you. If we didn't love you, we would just get rid of you. But we still put up with that lip, and we still put up with that yelling, and yeah. Come here, baby. Come here, sit. Come on, sit next to me. Come on over here. What's on your mind, mama? We still put up with it because we love you. Don't go teach your daughter that she could just up and leave. Because if you're willing to put her through the pain of perms and hot irons, why don't you train her about the pains of a relationship? The pain that you got to go through with your man. The pain of trying to not argue. That is one. Listen, from the beginning of the Bible to the back of the Bible, it's telling a woman. This is how you know. This is how I knew that the Bible was for us, right? In the Bible, it's telling a woman specifically to do two things from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. Those two things are to be silent and submissive, which are the two things that our sisters, some of them, not all of them, have a deep-seated hatred for hearing. They don't even want to hear it. It's painful. It's painful for you to hear it, right? Apply that to the pain is beauty. But let that pain sit there, and you go through that pain, and you listen to your man, and you go, I'll be submissive. It's gonna hurt. It hurts my ego because I don't want to bow to nobody. I'm a queen. You know what I mean? It's painful for a sister, and I commend some of these, bro. Let me tell you something. Sisters in the school, Lord, listen. Learn how to train that thing inside them that wants to snap at this brother. That's painful. That's painful. That knowing that, damn, I can't say what I want to say. I'm just sloggy. I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna go to sleep. Let me go ahead and let me get this off my mind. Because if you told a sister right now to just be quiet for a second, boy, oh boy, you're gonna get hell. But I thought pain was beauty. I thought that the very thing that you go through is what's gonna make you beautiful, and it is gonna make you beautiful. It will. This is painful. It's this conversation that we have to have with you is painful, but it is also very goddamn beautiful, and it has to happen. It has to happen. Anybody else want to bring something out? I thought somebody said Salaki. Anybody else want to bring something to the table before we close this up? All right, cool. Going once, going twice. So, God damn it. Kasi, are you still holding Titus 2 and 3, right?
Okay, sir.
All right. Yeah, let's just hear. Let's hear it again from the top, and then Yahweh Yadai, go get Ecclesiasticus 36 and 22 again. All right. Titus 2 and 3. This is the third time we're going to read it, because the third time, I guess, was a charm. I heard. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. All right. And again, like I said, tag a sister in this class, share it, say, hey, listen. You know how when we in the world, right, and somebody goes, they go, hey, you should come to my church. You know, go find that person and tell them, hey, listen, you should come over here and see what I do. Come on in here and see what I do. They owe you that, at least, right? Because you had to go to their goddamn church and sit there and listen to a whole bunch of people yell and sing and dance and fags, homosexuals dancing. They owe you a favor. They owe you one. So go ahead and tell them. Say, listen, why don't you come check out what I do? This class is specifically catered to loving our sisters. And they're going to come like clockwork. They're going to be in here. Once you say it's about black women, loving black women, they go, ooh, I gotta see what this. Let me get myself together. Let me get beautiful. I'm gonna sit down and drink this wine and take my shoes off because my feet hurt. Let me take my bra off because take this girl off. Yeah, go ahead and unleash that body, baby. All right. Go ahead, give me Titus 2 and 3, and Akasiyad, and then I'm gonna come to you, Yahweh Yadah, with that final one, so that way we close this up the right way. Go ahead, Akasiyad, you got the floor.
Oh God, sir. The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise,
Yeah.
that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
And that's what that beauty is, man. That's what that is. When we see things like that, we absolutely feel good, because that is beautiful. But you have to go through a pain in order to get that. You got to. You know why? Because it's necessary. This is the one thing that we haven't tried, that maybe we should try. Let's go through some pain together. Let's get in it. Let's get in that pain and do this thing that the Lord is telling us to do. So that way, at the end of the pain, there is beauty. The bigger picture is different from the smaller picture. The smaller picture in Tessica Brown's situation, the Gorilla Glue Girl, as they call her, this woman made a mistake following what America deems as beautiful. Goddamn America was what the Lord said is beautiful. All right. She followed this trend. The bigger picture is that she hates herself. She hated herself for it. She hated herself before it. For it and before it. And at the end of it, I'm gonna put that link I'm gonna put it in the description tonight. When you can clearly see on her face, she's a different person. Spiritually, inside, she's different. She knows better now. She knows that she just went through a gruesome, gruesome time. Spiritually. Now that woman is sober-minded. Took the goddamn eyelashes off and everything, man. Took them off. Again, it's not unlawful to do those things, to wear those things. But again, I'm going to harp on this point because it is absolutely 100% important that our sisters understand this. It is not unlawful to wear tight shoes. It may be unwise. It is not unlawful to wear a girdle and making your stomach hurt, but it may be unwise at that moment. It's not unlawful for weave. It ain't unlawful for makeup. It ain't unlawful for eyelashes and earrings. Just maybe unwise. If you're doing it to cover up your insecurity. Because being spiritually dead and committing a spiritual suicide fast to get that beauty, oh man, you want that beauty so bad, that's a crime. That is unlawful. Suicide is unlawful. Suicide ain't just a physical thing. Crackheads are slowly committing suicide. Drug dealers are slowly committing suicide. Prostitutes are slowly committing suicide. A spiritual suicide. Every time you pick up a blunt or she picks up a car and gets into it, she is destroying herself spiritually. She's killing herself spiritually. That is a spiritual death. Is committing suicide spiritually.
Right.
Let's teach our daughters not to do it. Give me Ecclesiasticus 36 and 22, and then we out of here, right?
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus. In the Apocrypha, chapter 36, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better.
The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Cheereth of the countenance means that we are happy. We are happy when we are able to protect you from the very pain that is plaguing you. This is why we do the job that we do in the school, is because we want you to walk into a goddamn room and we want to see them kids, they all doing well and being led by you and taught by you the good things. And that is absolutely amazing to us to see. We loveth nothing better than that, because that is the true beauty. And with that, pass the class off to priest and officer Napashka. Yeah.
Salute it out. Salute it out, warrior.
All right, SHALAM, we're going to give one curse salute. Many are I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh Shem Al Shabbat Thumb. What I said to you in English, may the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Yahweh time your hands down. Sorry, we turn to a sister. Give a sister stand at 45-degree angle. With your right hand on your left, head down, shade pain to Lord. When it said Barak, you put your right hand on the chest. With that, Israel, give record to sister online. Many Israel. I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, Barak, Yahweh Shema El Thah Shem Yahushai. What I said to you in English, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yahweh Matai, hands down, class dismissed.